Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Kick is in the air. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Going to swing it on second down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
A&M comes back out with another first down. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Back open in the middle. Touchdown, Aggie! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, elation on one side, deflation on the other, in the hotly contested battle for the brass spittoon. Michigan State made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road win. And a victory like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Spartans. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. He's got it again. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Houston endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Clutch City, and the Cougs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Snagged out of the air. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Auburn offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He'll try to do it himself. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Makes the catch. It's Hall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's O'Connell. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They'll move the tight end. And back to the air on second down. Fires to the tight end.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. Texas A&M going quickly. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on second down. He's got it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, that can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At midfield, he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Peace. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better.
Turning it off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Zings it complete to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got the quick pass. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Got the back over the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They want to run this quarterback. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double.
There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Wants to throw it. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And this one splits the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Looking to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
On first down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Just feeds the running back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Got out of trouble and throws. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Lost a throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here's a heat. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Ian stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And that is no good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
He might want another play. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Pucks it out of the air. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Pulls and fires complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peace. Not able to break the quick one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Got a man. It's O'Connell. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Auburn lines up quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Prime inside the 10. Here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Auburn offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a...
He's looking deep. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense right now is pitting their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting the run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had...
He lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this offense, man, they're just desperate. Like late in the football game, you're down. They've got to push the ball down the field. They've got to find some explosive plays. And they found one, Jesse, but for the defense.
The four verticals has a better chance of working earlier in the game when it's close, but when you're trailing by a lot and the defense knows you have to throw it, just sending four guys running in a straight line down the field, oftentimes not a tremendous play call.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. Trying play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And the try is no good. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do there.
Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's O'Connell. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it.
He's looking to throw. He makes the grab for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
What a